Right, so emotional eating disorder. Do you have it? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So let's get into it. First of all, I'd like to say that if binge eating, emotional eating is affecting you to an extreme level in your life, make an appointment with your doctor. They'll give you a simple questionnaire to answer. It has 5 questions. And then this, coupled with several other factors, they can then give you an official diagnosis, whether you have disorder or not. But I'd like to give you some other help in this video, which outside this will move you very far in terms of understanding and solving a problem. So for many people, they will do this special questionnaire and they will not be diagnosed. So they will leave unsatisfied and not really sure what to do. But the thing is, it doesn't mean that you don't have a problem. You can still have emotional eating issues, you can still have binge eating issues, you can still do this and still not being diagnosed officially. So what can you do in this situation? So let's have a little chat about what's actually going on. So if you're trying to lose weight and following a particular method for that and want to be going in the forward direction all the time, but you're constantly breaking promises to yourself about what you're going to eat and how you're going to eat, then you're going to feel like you're going in the opposite direction the whole time. So it's going to be very hard to make progress. And there's going to be a lot of emotions and feelings that are involved with this, like guilt and feelings about yourself. Why can't I do this? And this feeds back into the problem as well. So when I work with clients, I often work with people who have dieted 40 years, so 10, 20, 30 plus years, and they failed over and over again. And the biggest thing that I see with these people is that they're being constantly pulled back in the opposite direction by breaking these promises to themselves. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm broken or there's something wrong with me because I can't move forward, I can't make a decision and act on it. But the problem is not as you think. So if you are constantly getting cravings for food, then we can think about it in a simpler way. So I'll ask you this question. Do you have any other way to change the way you feel or regulate your emotions without using food? Because for most people, it's just that they've accidentally learned that food is a quick and easy way to change the way they feel. And because it's coming from the survival part of the brain, which deals with threats, if you feel a negative emotion, stress, anger, all the negative emotions, then that seems a threat. And like I said, it wants to change the way you feel as quickly as possible. And it will take the easiest route that it knows. So if you've taught it that food is a way to do that, then it will use that. It will give you a craving and force you to do that. Just like when you touch something hot in the kitchen, you move away very fast. You don't really have conscious choice in that. And so you're not broken. Your brain, your survival brain, the bit that regulates your survival, has just learned that that's a quick and easy way to change the way you feel from a possible threat. So this is just an automatic habit and skill that you've learned over time, and you just don't know any other way to do it. It's as simple as that. But it can become overwhelming. What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why am I doing these things? Because you're not understanding why. But now, knowing that changes things. But the big important thing to understand is that no diet or way of eating is going to work unless you fix these things. Because however many ways you try and eat, if you're constantly being pulled back in the opposite direction because you are regulating your emotions through food, then it's not going to help you moving forward. So first of all, understand that. So it's an entirely different problem to what you think. So most people say to me, oh, I've tried everything. I've tried this, I've tried that, tried Slimming World, tried Weight Watchers, tried Herbalife, tried Juice Plus, tried intermittent fasting, tried keto. These are just different ways of doing the same thing, different ways of regulating your calories. Have you actually worked on the other stuff up here, regulating your emotions? Have you worked on things like that? Because that is something completely different. When you say you've tried everything, you tried everything around how to count food, how to measure food in different ways. This is what we're talking about, the other things that you may not have even considered. So think about it like this. You feel a negative emotion or something that makes you feel down. So angry, frustrated, sad, bored, stressed, overwhelmed, whatever it might be. Now, you want to feel something different. So happy, focused, positive, whatever that might be. And so how have you accidentally learned to do that? Through food. So food is just a vehicle to get you from here to here. Now, food is an external thing that doesn't help you towards your goal. Like I said, pulling you back in the opposite direction when you get those cravings. So if you're using food to get from here to here the whole time, then it's not going to help you. Some people, it's different. So some people, it's drugs. Some people, it's alcohol, shopping, gambling, spending time on your phone. All these distractions that are disempowering. And so, like I said, these are external things that don't help you towards your goal. So one thing I do with my clients is we think about this in terms of a skill. So you've learned to do this. This is the skill that your mind has learned. So we need to change this to something that is empowering, that doesn't stop you from getting to your goal, basically. So the way we do this is we create an internal route from here, the negative feeling, to the positive feelings. So let me explain what I mean by that. So you can use your mind to create a positive internal experience. And sometimes you do this accidentally. So imagine those times where you think about winning the lottery and the pictures and the movie that you play in your head, thinking about what you do and how your life will be and how you feel. What does that do to you? It makes you feel good, right? And that is just the power of your mind. That is your thought process changing the way you feel. But you can do this and learn it as a habit and skill to replace this old pathway. So the old route that your mind is using, where food is the current vehicle to get you from negative to positive, and create this internal one. So just like when you think about winning the lottery. And it's a habit and a skill. Your unconscious mind, where this is stored, works with repetition. So that's what I do with my clients. And this is part of my Food Freedom Blueprint program, where we learn to regulate your emotions without the use of food. So if you would like some help with this is something I can help you with. So feel free to send me a message, got the comments down there, Facebook or Instagram. And so understanding that emotional eating and binge eating disorders are something that if we break it down, we can create steps to change. We understand what is actually happening. We can create a process to actually change this for you. And it's something that is something you can then work on. And it's a training process. So the more you do it, the more this starts to change. So this, for most people, is quite empowering, because knowing that they can actually take steps rather than trying to work out why they have the problem, actually take steps to change the problem. So for a lot of people I work with, this happens very quickly as well, because as soon as you start to make this new pathway in your brain without the need for food, being able to do it internally, that's empowering and doesn't pull you back the whole time, you can make some big changes, not only in your diet and weight loss, but also the thinking and the stress and the emotions that go with constantly breaking the promises to yourself. So you start to feel better in that side as well. So I'm not going to go into this too much today because it's quite a deep topic, but hope you got some insights and understanding which make you feel better straight away in terms of the way you can solve this problem. So for now, that is it. Like if you found this useful, subscribe if you haven't already. And just a quick note, I have a free Facebook group for people that struggle with issues like this. If you would like to join, the link is down there in the description below. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.